What would you do if I told you that you don't actually have to eat healthier to lose weight, and that pretty much everything you think you know about weight loss is probably wrong? My name's Morgan and I'm a nutrition coach for The Final Diet. We help women who've tried and failed at dieting in the past to lose weight. Today I'm going to be giving you all of the fundamentals that you need to start your weight loss journey. So to make this easier, I'm going to use an actual case that we had. Let's call her Jenny. So Jenny is going through the menopause. Her energy levels are a bit crap and she's also just put on over a stone. When we asked her how she felt, she said she felt tired all the time and also that her hair was starting to fall out. So where do we start? How do we get Jenny to lose weight? Well, step one, we need to create an energy deficit, i.e. Jenny needs to burn more calories than what she's taken in through food. It doesn't matter her age, her height, the fact that she's postmenopausal, her genetics. If she eats more than what she burns, her body will store it as fat, and it's really important to understand that. I know it's easier said than done, but it's important to try not to add too much emotion to this concept. Jenny isn't fat, she just has a bit of extra fat because she's been taking in too much energy in relation to what she burns. She's simply overshot her energy requirements, which is absolutely fine, it's nothing at all to be ashamed of. So we know that Jenny needs to reduce her calories, but how? Well, first let's take a look at what she shouldn't do. So number one, she shouldn't flip her diet on its head and start eating foods that she doesn't like. It's so important for Jenny to enjoy her way of eating, because after all, people don't stick to stuff that they don't love. Number two, she shouldn't overshoot her motivation and go to super low calories. Like I've just said, the whole point of this is to get Jenny to fall in love with the process. And it makes sense, to be fair, so think of every time a diet's failed in the past for you. It's not usually because the diet didn't work, it's not because you weren't eating healthy enough, it's usually because it was boring and you didn't like the foods that you ate, and so you didn't stick to it, which is what humans do. Which again is fine, but just need to make allowances for the fact that when motivation fades, you need to enjoy your diet or it'll all go tits up, basically. So what does Jenny need to do instead? Well, Jenny needs a gradual reduction in calories using a method which is suited to her. So these are the three methods that we use at The Final Diet. So we use portion size measures, appetite retraining and calorie counting. Jenny will probably need to do all three at some point, but for now it's a good idea to just start with one. So we've assessed Jenny and let's say that she has no history of eating disorders or quote-unquote obsessive personality traits. Her main goal is weight loss, so it's probably a good idea to start calorie counting. So that will be our focus of week one. Now it's so important for Jenny to understand at this point that we do not want to change her diet yet. We just want to get her calories under control. So yes, if that means that her diet consists of pizza and chips, then that is absolutely fine. She can carry on eating that. So we want this to work and we want Jenny to absolutely love it. So we need to give her 3 pieces of advice and instructions to make sure that calorie counting actually works for her. Number one, so everything needs to be tracked. And I mean everything, including stuff like sauces. It's a little bit depressing at first, but she needs to remember that it won't be for forever. Number two, if she goes slightly over her calories, then she does not need to worry about it. It's just data at the end of the day. So if she's went over a little bit, why has she done that? Was there a work event? Was there a party? Did she eat crap food and then was hungry? Just note it all down, treat it as data and do better the next day. And number three, which is arguably one of the most important points, so Jenny needs to account for her lifestyle, which means that she needs to be flexible in her energy requirement. So this basically means that if it gets to a Friday and Jenny feels like having a pizza, having a bottle of wine and going a little bit crazy, that she either has excess calories to do so that she's saved some calories for the weekend, or alternatively she feels able to kind of slightly restrict in the following days after that. So if you think of it a bit like a bank balance, and you're going to spend a lot of money at the weekend, you would kind of try and save a little bit of money on the other days to offset that slightly, and it's a similar thing here. So if Jenny sticks to all of this, then by the end of week one she should have hopefully lost a bit of weight, which would be great. And even more importantly than that, she'll be enjoying the plan. So after this point, this is when you guys at home and Jenny can start progressing up the pyramid and focusing on other aspects of your health. I'm going to be covering all of the other aspects of the pyramid, so if this video has been useful, then please subscribe to this channel and like the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.